Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about and show you guys Music City's Homes of the Stars, country music stars, that is. And this is from 1977. And why I'm sharing it is because most likely this is not available in a library anywhere, things like that. And if you're a country music fan, you might appreciate this. So, as it says, there's over 140 photos of your favorite country music stars and their homes. It's mostly highlighting their homes. It's essentially what this magazine is. And on the front, we have Roy Acuff, Loretta Lynn, Tom T. Hall, Webb Pierce. And I'll open it up to the inside here, and I'll switch the camera a little bit. And you might be able to see 1977, first printed 1975, 1977 was the copyright. And you can see there's quite an extensive list of country music stars from that era in this magazine. So you can kind of get an idea. Let me try to... And a lot of these music, I'm not a country music fan, but I know a lot of the names that are in this magazine. And it just highlights their homes, things like that. Chet Atkins, Charlie McCoy, and you might even be a fan of retro architecture. And this is all from the 60s and 70s, I imagine. These houses were probably built in the 60s or 70s. Dottie West, Kitty Wells. You can see a lot of shag carpet, a lot of crazy designs on the furniture. That was the style back then. And one thing I noticed, obviously, since this is from, kind of looks like the Brady Bunch house a little bit there. Since this is from the mid to late 70s, very low tech, should I say. There's no high tech or no technology devices or anything. Like, you might have an old wooden cabinet television in here or something like that, but that's about it. I mean, there was no technology back in the day, so it was just about the house and the that was the status symbol back then, so to speak. Got Jimmy Dickens, Johnny Rodriguez, Bobby Bear, Johnny Cash. And this just gives you an idea of how these people lived back in the day. Loretta Lynn kind of looks like an old plantation house back in the day. Might have been, who knows. And this one reminds me of like an old mill. Like it would be on a river somewhere, a logging mill or something like that. The home of Loretta Lynn. Old gas station. I don't know why. I don't think she lived in a gas station. Jeannie Seeley, Hank Snow. He actually had a recording studio in his house. But you can kind of see the wood panel or the wood grain, old school paneling, things like that. So it's kind of like a time capsule. Roy Orbison, Jim Ed Brown. Very nice homes for the time. Just, we take technology for granted nowadays, and everybody has computers, widescreens, things like that. And none of that exists anywhere in these pictures. That's what stood out to me the most. Archie Campbell from Hee Haw. I don't know if he actually sang or not, but he's in here also. Dolly Parton. Tammy Wynette, Stand By Your Man. I mean, they all had the pools, the pool tables, things like that. Jeannie C. Riley, Harper Valley PTA. Conway Twitty. I actually have his autograph. That's pretty cool. Danny Davis. And I don't recognize all these names, but I do recognize some of them. Tom T. Hall, obviously. And once again, the lime, or not the green furniture, things like that from the 70s. Some country stars here. Some of these names too, like Skeeter and Billy Crash, Craddock, things like that. Buck Owens from Hee Haw. Minnie Pearl back here. You ever see the Grand Ole Opry? I get to watch that in Hee Haw when I was little, so that's the main reason I know a lot of these names. Anne Murray. She had some crossover hits back in the 70s, some pop music crossover hits. I just can't think of what it was at the time. Or right now I can't think of it. Loretta Lynn again. Like Cowboy Copus. Have no idea. Tammy Wynette, Marty Robbins. Look at that 70s stash right there. That's crazy. Jeannie C. Riley again. Harper Valley PTA. Barbara Mandrell up here. Junior samples from Hee Haw. Hank Williams Jr. See that old picture of how he used to look? That's crazy. Are you ready for some football? Earl Scruggs and Lester Flatt. Hee Haw. Not Hee Haw. Beverly Hillbillies theme song. The Man in Black himself right here, Johnny Cash. Mel Tillis. I mean, look at this. This is this guy, String Bean. His shtick. Look at his pants compared to this. I don't know how tall he was, but it makes him look a lot taller that way. Conway Twitty and that crazy wig he had. Lynn Anderson. Mac Davis. Didn't realize Olivia Newton-John was considered a country artist, but she's in here also. I can't remember what Mac Davis sang. He had a couple of crossover hits too. Always heard him on the top 40 or the pop music stations back in the day. Hank Williams Sr. right there. I know Roger Miller, George Jones. King of the Road, Roger Miller. The Carter family. I've heard of them. I can't remember what they sing. And this guy was in the Civil War, obviously. Stonewall Jackson. Tanya Tucker. Jerry Reed. Crystal Gale. Remember Crystal Gale? Don't wanna make my sad eyes blue. Or my blue eyes sad or something like that. Oh, my brown eyes blue. That's what it was. Grandpa Jones from Hee Haw also. Merle Haggard. Freddie Fender. Look at that wig right there, man. That's some dated beauty right there. Jimmy Dean Sausage. I don't think it's the same one. Might be. Kind of looks like the guy that used to be in the commercials. Tommy Cash, the lesser known of the Cash people. Roy Clark, Hee Haw also, Charlie Pride. One of the few, if not the only, African American country artist back in the day. Dolly Parton. And I thought this was pretty cool. Sorry, I have it pinned down here. But you can see Rich Farmer, Poor Farmer, Game here, Country Stars Cookbook, and if you can see in the back, the Hee Haw Family Scrapbook was available, and everything was all through the mail, physical address. There was no websites or emails back in the day. So yeah, that's a quick look at the Music City's Homes of the Stars. It's more or less just to show off the houses of the country music stars back in the day, and you can see how literally 70s they were. But I thought it was pretty cool because not many people probably have this magazine or have ever seen it, and so I thought I'd share it. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with another video soon.